Okay, here we are in the Apache. Today we're going to be looking at using the FCR to mark targets so we can get the coordinates for JTAC and or using the weapon systems on the Apache. So we're going to start up, we're in my little Syria map. I've got just for testing some stuff. What we're going to do is we're going to fly in to about 6 kilometers off. Let's see all the waypoints. Alright, so we'll fly into about here, scan it with the FCR, and then put those targets in as target points, so then we can talk in other aircraft on them or slave the TDAC to those targets. So let's see, what do we got here? We've got the FCR, we've got radar and laser hellfire, so we're all good here. I'll jump in the front seat from aircraft. I'm going to go 289 for 13, that'll give us time to set up on the way. So now George is going to have us looking at these targets. Bring up the FCR. So we're currently slaved to TADS is slaved to the pilot line of sight, or the longitudinal axis of the aircraft. So what we're going to do, I could here just bring up the TADS. And there's our targets right there. Right, but what we're going to do is, so before we got here, we're not fast forwarded to. Before we go here, we go into attack phase. We're going to go show. You can show current route. I always like to have that on even in attack phase because it gives me an idea where the targets are. Now, threat show and targets and threats. So that's going to show us everything that pops up when we scan. So now we're going to go over here, we're going to select FCR, ground mode, and just do a scan. See how alright, it's not populating. We're a bit too far out still, so we're going to inch in a little bit. Once we start populating, it should be within 1 or 2 kilometers tops. You've got to get pretty close with the FCR in this, which is completely unrealistic, but yeah. So. Boom. Alright, now we've got targets, we're going to stop the bird. Now, we can stop that scan if we want, that's no big deal. What we can do, hit target, all, and you can see here it's populating the top 17. So target 1 through to 17, and they should be in order of how dangerous they are. You can see on the TSD we've got our threat rings for those targets, and each one of them will have, it's a bit hard to see, but we'll have that own number. Now to use the TADS, now that we've done that scan, you know what, just to prove this is being done without the FCR, we're going to stow the FCR, turn that off completely. Alright, here we go, back to weapons page. So we've got that data. Now all I need to go is coordinates, and look at that, all of these targets are all populated, ready to go, the top 16 targets. It will only populate 16. It should, as far as I understand it, it should populate more than that, but that's obviously something I've done wrong there. So, we'll select a missile. We're on the laser missile here. So we'll go coordinates, target 1, and then we're going to hit the, just quickly, we're going to hit the right hand grip TDAC slave button, and that will send the TDAC straight to that target. There it is. Now I can laze, I mean if I want to I can leave it slaved, or I can unslave to get a better mark on it, or if it's moving I can track it, and then rifle. Or conversely, while we're in this page, I mean, we've got the MGRS coordinates that we can call out to other friendly aircraft. If it was an Apache, I could just share the target data across, and then two of us could sit here picking them off. We got time of flight, PAL. Now here's something that we need to consider. As soon as you do that, other vehicles are going to move. So, I mean, obviously these are really tightly packed vehicles, and that's why. If I go to target point 2 now and slave, oh, there's nothing there because the vehicles have all moved. But you can see how you can use that if there was like less targets and they're more spread out. They're not going to react the same way. The other thing we can do if we're doing manual targeting, so we've got our target list here, which goes to target 16. If we come across, find a new target, so let's go right to the other end. Alright. Get onto this target here, and then we push the store update switch. What that's going to do is add any future targets is target 17. So theoretically, on this convoy is like 30 vehicles. I can just go through, mark them up. Target 18, you can see it there at the bottom of the high action display. Target 19, target 20. Unfortunately, these are target points. They're like an area point. So, as we saw before, if the vehicle moves, the target point's no longer valid. We'll have to delete that from the MFD. But, you know, it is what it is. Alright, we've got up to target, what did we get to? Target 27. Right, another thing we can do, which is we can light up a target this way, and then with the target box turned on, hit the cursor D press, and that should, in theory, give us a new target. It hasn't done it there, so I've obviously done something wrong. And I know you should be able to do the same thing on this page. Hang on, is my cursor D press wrong? Ah, yep, okay, I didn't map that. Cursor enter. Pretty sure it's that one. Let's put that there. Okay, let's try that again. So if we go over this wheeled target, that's set up as the next to shoot. Depress. Now, there you go, that comes in as target 50 because target's marked on there. TSD will come start at 50 because it actually sets it up. Set it up as a target point, but it's done through the different system. So now that we've got that control working, let's come back here and try a different one. Let's get out of the target management list, go next to shoot, bring in the target management, go to a different vehicle, cursor depress, and you can see there it's populating targets 28, 29, 30. Now, we can use that. Coming back to the TADS, let's go to target 30, because I doubled up on one of them, so it should. So that was 29, slave, there it is. Yeah, screw it, let's kill him anyway. Rifle, co-ord. Now once we, well, the benefits of this, one of the benefits of this, watch this is really cool. Let's go back to the weapons page, switch out to RF after this kill. Now this is where it gets really handy if you're in the Apache. Why is that laser not turning off? Okay. 28, slave. Right, that was that doubled up one. 20, oh, hang on, co-ord, 27, slave. Get the target data for the missile. Fire. Coordinate, 26, slave. Target data, fire. Coordinate. Next target, slave. That one's dead. Coordinate. Go back a page. Next target, slave. Target data for the missile. And we can just sit here rifling them off in a more controlled fashion than using the FCR, where it can double up on targets. As long as you're paying attention. Right, slave, target data, rifle. Coordinates 21, slave to target 21, rifle. Coordinates 20, slave, get the target data for the missile, rifle. Coordinate 19. Oops. Laser to get the data. Rifle. And there you go. That's 8 dead vehicles in what, a minute? If that. Yeah, I'll go back a page. What the hell? Let's hit a couple more. 17. Laser on. Rifle. So look, you can see the lasers are a lot faster to get off the aircraft, but you have to wait for the impact. If I was far enough out, I could most definitely rifle off a Hellfire and then make the adjustment in flight, but without, if you're going to do stuff like that, it's easier just to use the IAT and the step system. So, alright, go coordinate, and lucky last, number 13, rifle. And that should be 16 dead vehicles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I think it might be. Oh, laser wandered, didn't it? Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. See, that one must have moved. Oh well. Well, there you go, guys. That's how you do that.